United are now playing Europa League football with the likes of Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester, Napoli, or else I can't name every group. There's a lot. There's a lot I want to say about, because I know on the last episode I was asked.
Has the draw been made?
No, not yet.
No, it's Monday, I think.
Imagine Manchester United versus Rangers.
James Tavernier with 4 penalties.
No, I don't think they can. Oh no, they can't. No, can they? Can we play top of the group? Oh no, it's just that next year I believe it's the third place Champions League. Whoever comes third in the Champions League plays second in the Europa League group. I believe that's what the next rule is.
When does that other stupid competition come into account?
I think that starts at the same time. Yeah, next season. Europa Cup 2.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It's alright. Yeah, it's a money-making scheme.
Another little cardboard trophy to put on your mantelpiece, Tom.
Well, we have to win all the trophies. I genuinely, I can't. Oh no, I think it's like top 7 get in the Prem. Get it?
Or yes, you have to get top 7.
Yeah, we can get top 7.
Pushing it a little bit.
You say the bad season we've had, right? And genuinely, we're like where we are with a game in hand. It's genuinely mind-boggling.
Yeah, you're 8th.
Yeah. Like,
with a 2-goal difference.
United are now playing Europa League football with the likes of Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester, Napoli, or else I can't name every group. And Rangers, of course. Shout out to Tavernier. I see. Depending on draws, I think we can have a good run in it, but I don't want us to be in it, quite frankly.
You not want to win again?
I'd love to. Of course, I'd love to win.
I think you need to concentrate on the Premier League, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I do as well. But the thing is, I know whatever result we have, the moment we lose, we're going to be ridiculed. We won't with Europa League. We'll be ridiculed if we don't win it. That's how it is. And I think the same probably goes for like with Spurs and Leicester. I wouldn't say. Like, what other big teams going into Europa League? From Champions
Rangers.
League? From the Champions League.
It's all about Rangers.
I will have a look at the groups.
Thank you. Because for me, Ollie got so many things wrong with that game. He started a back three where Luke Shaw was playing centre back, but he was playing more like a centre mid. And I'm like, well, hold on a second. You're leaving a gap in behind. No, wait. There's the right back scoring a goal. And then you've got Angelino on the right taking Wan-Bissaka for a spin. It's like, oh, you just... For me, and obviously this was before last week, and I still stand by the fact that I don't think Ollie will be sacked if he doesn't get Champions League. Because although I'm hearing things that... Woodward has met with Pochettino, and Pochettino's first signing, if he gets him, would be Grealish, apparently. We'll not mention what he's been up to in his private life.
I don't want.
Before anyone says anything, we'll not mention it. That's the only thing that actually we're going to mention.
I mean, there's been a few developments in the footballing world over the past week, hasn't there?
Well, we'll get onto them later, shall we? That don't involve Jack Grealish. So then we've got... what was it? There was the fact that we're lumping balls into the box and we didn't bring on Cavani. That's another thing he's done. For me, the final nail in the coffin was that game for me. I don't think I've tried to back Ollie as much as I can, but I don't think he's the right man. But he won't be sacked.
Right. Are you ready for the teams that are going into the Europa League?
He will not be sacked until well, he won't be sacked to the end of the season, which is a really not annoying, but it's an odd situation because I do think United are going to miss out on Pochettino. But go on, tell us
Why
the
would you think
groups.
they're going to?
Pardon?
Right, the Europe.
We'll talk after Carl.
Yeah, we'll continue.
So from Group A, which was Bayern, Atletico, Salzburg, and Moscow, it's Salzburg going into the Europa League.
Yep.
Then Shakhtar Donetsk out of the Real Madrid Mönchengladbach group. Then Olympiacos, Ajax in the Atalanta Liverpool group. Krasnodar in the Chelsea Sevilla group. Club Brugge, Dynamo Kiev, and yours faithfully, Manchester United.
See, yeah, there's no big team that makes me worried. I think the biggest team, the probably toughest game, I'd probably say, is Shakhtar away.
You'd fancy your chances of beating Ajax, and in fact Salzburg. I think Salzburg will beat you.
No, because they're losing their best player in January.
Who's that?
Dominic
the right back.
Dominic Soboslai. He's going to RB Leipzig. So their playmakers.
Someone else that you couldn't beat?
Well, we did beat them 5-0, I think.
I don't think you'd beat Salzburg, Ajax, and Shakhtar Donetsk away.
There is some tough fixtures in there.
Yeah, there are.
Some very tough fixtures.
But I think we have, when we turn up, we're the dog's bollocks. But the problem is that's once in a blue moon. Excuse me. And there's just so many things I find wrong with like the way we set up for big foreign games. The only time genuinely I can say it's worked is Paris, but that's because every player played out their skin. But there's nothing really more I can say about I could go in a proper in-depth rant, but I genuinely cannot be arsed because I tell you what, obviously you're a Wednesday fan, Carl, and you're having a shit time. Let's be honest. It's a shit time.
No, but I do think you're being a bit disrespectful for some of the teams that are in the Europa League.
No, but for me, United for me should beat some of them over 2 legs.
But like, if you look at
over 2 legs, I do believe we should beat. I'd probably say 90% of the teams.
But yeah, you probably should beat 90% of them. But look at them. You've got Roma, Bayer Leverkusen.
Roma
there as well.
Roma inconsistent. Benfica have got a curse on them in European competitions, so they're fine. Real Sociedad.
Look at the season they're having this season.
Yeah, but
they're having a better season this season than Manchester United are having.
Yes, but the thing is, I'll say with Real Sociedad is the fact that they came second in their group, and also they'll get to a point where they're like, right, we focus on the league or we focus on the thing. They can't focus on both, and the same will come down to us. AC Milan now. Juventus and the rest of them.
AC Milan, let's be honest.
AC Milan will die off, unfortunately. Not in like terms of a Leicester die off, but they will die off. Just they'll draw a couple of games or in Europa League, and the away goals will knock them out. That's how I see like quite a few of the teams going.
Tottenham?
We'll lose to Tottenham.
The
English. No, but if it's an English team, the English teams we'll lose to. I'm telling you that.
Oh my god, I was missing that.
The English teams we will lose to. The non-English teams, I think I'm pretty confident on a good percentage of them. But, yeah.
Just think, like, if you look at some of your results this season, twice you've come from behind to win. Like 2-0 down against Southampton. Who was the other one?
West Ham, I think.
That's 2 games where you've come from behind. You can't afford to give some of these teams starts like that in games.
Oh no, I don't think we. Well, I don't know. This is the thing. Like as I was saying, I'm watching more and more United, and it's probably been the last 2 seasons. You both know me. I love football. I live and breathe football. I'm falling out of love with it. No, but in terms of in supporting my team, I'm falling out of love with it. I know that may be bonkers to hear of like a fan saying it about. Well, it's just getting. I know, yes, we've had the 20, God knows how many years of bloody success and all that bollocks, but it's the same stuff I'm seeing again and again and again and again. And it's just like, what more can you do as a fan? We can't go to
Yeah.
games to voice um, our what's the word? Someone fill me in.
Opinion.
Opinion on the game.
I mean,
To
it's hard to shout from an armchair, but
where every fan of Manchester United is currently an armchair. So
I like how you corrected yourself then from what you was about to say.
yeah, yeah, because there's fans now at Premier League grounds, yay, which is very nice to see, by the way.
That's another debate in itself.
Oh, yes, and I know that debate. We'll get to that actually. And so the United, I forgot where I was with United.
Yeah, I think you've
falling
reached
out of love
your
with football.
terms.
Oh
it's
yeah,
the same
it's
thing.
just the same. I'm seeing the same stuff from the same players again and again and again. It's just like, for me, it's just like I don't. Whenever a game's on, I'm like, I know the result. United will either come back and
Why don't
win.
you tell us then? We could put a bet on.
No,
before
because you
match.
can't. I can't tell you which one. We're either gonna get humiliated or we're gonna. Or
So you don't know the result.
no, but let me finish. We either get humiliated at home, or we put on a great comeback performance away from home. That's how it's going to be this season. Because for me,
What was that status of earlier? I think was it no striker at Manchester United has scored at home yet this season.
well, Martial's having a. I don't. Martial's. I love the man at times, but for me, he's too. He's inconsistent as hell. I can't put my mind on it.
End of last season, he was unbelievable.
He was the striker he was brought in to be, and he's done it probably twice, 2 seasons in his entire career at United, which for me is not good
I
enough.
think there's a few things with United that I won't get into personally, but I think there's a few reasons. I think they try and play to too many people's strengths.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's one thing.
But the thing is, it's like I get that, but the thing is, it's like I'm hearing things that Bruno's like managing the team on the pitch. I'm hearing the players don't have an idea of what all his tactics is. And to be honest, I can't tell you what our tactic is. I know what it is in the big games, but what is our tactic against West Ham, against Southampton? What is our tactic?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
I don't get a lot of it. Like you've just paid what 35 million quid for Van der Beek.
Oh, don't get me started.
And he's currently warming comfy chairs on the side of Old Trafford.
I honestly cannot understand at all why he's not played.
I can tell you why he was brought in, or whatever. He was brought in so he shuts up the fans by Woodward. Because I tell you now, and the thing is, none of what I'm saying on this episode will change until that man who's in charge of the money, Ed Woodward, is gone. Nothing will change at this club. We will be on a roundabout of minimal success until that man is gone. I'm telling you now, because quite frankly, that man does not have a clue what he does for football. For business side of it, I can't fault him. He makes money. He gets deals done, in terms of that. But he knows nothing about the football side. United fans hoped with Ollie coming in, he knows football. He knows players. He was meant to get I think the list was Upamecano, Haaland, and Sancho were 3 of his big players that he's wanted since he arrived. Upamecano's looking like he's going to a different Prem team. So does Sancho. And Haaland's obviously gone to Dortmund.
I mean, the Sancho one, it's obviously they put a price tag on him that you're not willing to pay.
But the thing is, we're willing to spend... Also, with Cavani, we could have brought him in the entirety. Why bring him on the last day? Why try and finesse 5 million out of Porto for Tellez that took 2 months. Like the way they run the transfer side of it is embarrassing.
You've spent a lot of money
I
on a
know
lot
we've
of
spent a lot of money.
players.
I know we have, but the thing is, like I was having discussions with friends earlier. It started with David Moyes. You didn't give him enough time, and David Moyes was like, right, I want this player, I want this player. No, okay, we've got to sign someone to please the fans. Oh, bring in Marouane Fellaini.
Fellaini.
Yeah, Mata. I'll agree with what my friend said. Is a good signing. Has been a good signing. Let's be honest. I think.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
No, but over time, he's produced big moments, goals against Liverpool. Okay,
What, 5 years ago?
I don't remember when that was. But he's
2015.
thank you. No, I
Five
don't.
years
I
ago.
don't think. I don't know. I don't think that goal was 5 years ago. Was it?
No.
Anyway,
Exactly,
that was Mata's
exactly.
last moment.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. Let's say that in football years. So, and then Van Gaal came in. He asked for players, and they just didn't work out, or the players weren't given enough time. Or your Di Maria, and so that didn't work out. So they booted him. They brought in Jose. Jose fell out with the board, and was saying, "I need this player. I need this player. Why won't you do that?" Yes, he had his problems with Pogba, and now it's coming to realization that we probably shouldn't have got rid of Jose. But at the end of the day, Jose was going no matter what at the end of that season, or whenever he did, because he fell out with the board. He was calling the board out in press conference saying, I wanted this man, it didn't come. Because Woodward wasn't willing to spend the money because of his incompetence in doing, of like saying to a manager or backing a manager, saying, right, we'll help you here with David Moyes, right? Who do you want for it? Like the whole Thiago thing. It was supposed to come. Well, Moyes said no to Thiago. Now look at him. Yeah, he's injured currently, but he's won. He was arguably Bayern Munich's best player last season, apart from Lewandowski. And now with Ollie, he's asking for players and he's not being delivered them. Yeah, we spent big money, but the thing is, with a team like ours, it needs money invested, which I can't believe I'm saying.
Look how much you've spent, though.
Yeah, but that I know, but that's the thing. But
and you've only got away with half of them because half of them are homegrown players.
I know, but the problem I'm having and that I'm trying to express is the fact that with United, it's all good buying them players, but who's in charge of them transfers? What happens, right? If you tell someone to do a job and they mess up, or no, because it's their fault, and no, that's it. If you tell someone to do the job, but then your boss tells you you shouldn't have told them to do that job, who's in trouble? The person that did the job, or you? It's you,
Who
isn't
exactly
it?
are you trying to blame? Are you trying to blame the board?
Woodward. Yes, Woodward.
All right, so it's Woodward's fault that you've got a £35 million signing that sits on the bench every week.
No, it's just the fact that if a club is saying we want 80 million and they're not, you at least go and look for someone who's potentially cheaper. You at least have options. When you look for a player, you should at least have a backup. I heard the only thing I heard when it came with Maguire, it was just Maguire. I'm like, hold on, we're spending 80 million on him after a World Cup year, where he's looked the dog bollocks because we went to a semi-final.
And he looked good for Leicester as well.
Yeah, he looked good for Leicester. I mean, I think he scored against us the season before. For me, there's just the man in charge of the money and in charge of the transfers. For me, is not qualified to do it at a football level. At a business level, I can't say he makes us money. Although he signed some weird deals, a bed company, ironically. No, mattress company, not a bed company.
Probably to put Van der Beek on.
Oh, the Van der Beek one.
To put some padding under his comfy chair because he
The,
wears
on,
out
the only
sat on it that much.
the only reason if Pogba the only reason why Van der Beek has come in probably is in my mind if Pogba must be going in January. That's the only reason why.
Do you think Pogba
No,
will
but
leave?
he's not been playing. I don't like
No.
Pogba's not been playing, and Van der Beek's not been playing.
Yeah, because from what I believe, it's coming down to trust. And this is, I think Gary Neville has said it, and I think even Keane mentioned it. He doesn't yet trust Van der Beek, but he doesn't play him to see if he can trust him. Like he can't trust Pogba because Pogba's committed, I think, 2 penalties in this season already. Like he can't defend.